Hello. Welcome to tonight's Bedtime Story by Lucid Tales. I hope your day has been peaceful and full of warmth. But whether it has been sunny skies or rolling thunderheads for you, it's time to relax now. Find somewhere comfortable, maybe your bed or a favorite armchair, and make sure you're ready for sleep. Take your shoes off if you can, and feel the freedom in your toes, the little loosening that means it's time for bed. Tonight's story is The Snow Child, a Russian folk tale. Once, a long time ago, in the heart of a deep Russian winter, an old woman and her husband, a woodcutter, went walking through the snow of a morning, as was their wont. They were lonely out there, in the dark woods, for they had never had children, and lived quite alone. But they found some measure of company and comfort in seeing the trees, their branches weighed down with snow, and the little creatures abroad that still roamed in the winter. That day they were filled with delight by the fresh snowfall, and whispered and giggled like children as they meandered here and there through the forest. In time they came across a fresh patch of unturned snow, and to amuse themselves they fashioned a Snegurochka, a snow maiden. They made her tall and beautiful, with shiny black berries for eyes, and called her daughter. But as they did so, magic bloomed. The black eyes gleamed in the sunlight, and a soft, rosy colour blushed across her lips and cheeks. The statue trembled and sighed into life, no longer clothed in ice, but in ivory velvet, trimmed with soft white fur. She blinked in the light and smiled shyly at the old couple. They brought her home, and she lived with them in their little cottage deep in the woods all through that long winter. Whether she was a miracle child sent to comfort the old couple in their age, or the granddaughter of the frost, or an ancient spirit, the daughter of winter and spring, she was a loving and gentle girl, and a dutiful daughter. In time, the snows melted and spring came. Birds sang of love in the trees, and the flowers began to send their green shoots up through the earth. The bees once again began to flirt and dance with the wind, and, my sweet, even the snow maiden fell in love. She met a gentle young man from her father the woodcutter's village, and her snowy heart filled with warm love. Like many immortal creatures, even a Snegurochka could be made mortal through the love of a human. And so it was that one day she went walking with her lover through a birchwood, the trees still bared to the sky. The icicles dripped in silvery ribbons down onto the patchwork white and brown ground, glittering in the spring sunshine that melted them. As the sun rose higher in the sky, the youth began to play his wooden flute, and the snow maiden turned her pale face to listen. Then, closing her eyes, she sighed once and dwindled away, melting into nothing but water and a mist that drifted up toward the bright blue sky. For, my dearies, a snow child cannot survive the warm breath of spring, not when her icy heart has been melted by love. It is always so. The cold bleakness of winter will turn, and the wheel of the year spins, my loves, and soon there will be spring once more. Tonight is the hardest heart of winter, my dears, and now we begin to creep back into the light, into the sun. Good night. Sleep well if you sleep tonight, and good watch to those awaiting the sun's return. Merry Yule to all who celebrate it. Happy solstice. and I will see you tomorrow in the new year for another bedtime story.